Hey guys, it is me, 80 Swords to guys. So you guys, we love to talk to you guys about our third nation that's qualified for the 2022 World Cup. It is going to be Brazil, guys. Brazil have done it, guys, and they are the fourth nation to be in the World Cup after Qatar, Germany, and Denmark. They're the first nation from continental to do it, and guys, we have had a great Brazil, man, great qualifiers indeed. So let's go ahead and discuss about Brazil, obviously, guys. Now, I've already made a video about Brazil already. I'm more or less going to probably echo the same thoughts as I said on that video. However, I'll try to make things a little bit different, go more in depth on how they've been doing the qualifiers, and maybe perhaps we'll discuss about how they could potentially do in the Qatar World Cup that is. So as you can see, match day one, they won against Bolivia 5 goals to 0. Marquinhos scored, Firmino scored, and then Coutinho scored as well. I mean, it was a pretty emphatic win. Then they won against Peru with Neymar scoring a hat trick, with Charleston getting a goal there. And then they won against Venezuela 1 goal to 0. Firmino scoring the winner. And then they won against Uruguay on the road with Arthur Richarlison scoring. Then they won against Ecuador with Richarlison, Neymar scoring. And then they won against Paraguay with Neymar, Paqueta scoring. And then they won against Chile 1-0. Then they obviously we know what happened. This match never even took place. Then they won against Peru 2 goals to 0 with Gabriel Ribeiro and Neymar scoring. And then they won against Venezuela 3 goals to 1. And this was a match that you would honestly thought they might drop points, and the fact that they made the comeback so late on, Marquinhos, Barbosa, Anthony, and then they drew 0-0 against Colombia. Then they played against Uruguay, won 4 goals to 1, and then they just won 1-0 on here against Colombia. That's going to be updated soon, I reckon. And Brazil, man, I mean, you look at how many matches they have. They still have to play. Like they still have one, two, three, 4, 5, 6 matches they didn't even play, and they've already qualified by playing 12 games. That is just remarkable. You see how consistent Brazil are, that they're going to grind out wins. Even when they look like they'll drop points, they grind out wins. They get the wins, 1-0 wins, because as I said before, guys, it's about getting the job done, and they know how to get the job done. They've been incredibly consistent. They've only conceded 4 goals in qualifiers, 27 goals scored. They are the best nation in CONMEBOL right now, and I just think they have done a great job indeed. Now, even though Brazil are amazing, and of course they have been in sensational form, how far could I see them going Qatar? They're going to be in part one. They're going to be in part one, guys, and you would likely fancy them to top that group. You'll likely fancy them to top that group, which would probably mean they would be in the round of 16, which they'll probably face a second place team from a pot two team, basically, and I say they should be able to beat that. And then for the quarterfinals is where things get interesting. Personally, I think it's about quarters minimum. It should be quarters minimum for Brazil. Brazil should at least make the quarterfinals. Semis, I'm not so sure. And final, I'm not so sure. I think for me, I'm gonna say semis max. I'm gonna say semis max for Brazil. I just think that this is a great nation all, but for me, that attack is very lackluster. I mean, I know they've been very good in the qualifiers, but this Brazil team is nowhere near the Brazil team of the past. You have the likes of Pele, you had the likes of Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, these kind of players. There's no one of those kind of players right now. I know Neymar is taught to be is probably the best Brazilian player you have right now on the team, but he's not really been that consistent. He's not really been that consistent, and he has shown flashes and glimpses, but he's not really done it on a consistent basis, which is my worry for Brazil. Because for me right now, guys, I can't see Brazil winning the World Cup with Neymar not being at his sensational best. Because for me, for Brazil to win that World Cup, Neymar has to be in super insane mode. He has to be on super insane mode, and I just think that's how Brazil can win the World Cup. Massive credit must be given to Paqueta, who's been a player that has emerged a lot. I think he has definitely become a young, promising talent, and he's one to look out for. Rapinha as well. I really like this guy. He's a very good talent indeed. I think these are probably the two breakout players for Brazil in the qualifiers, and maybe Anthony as well. You can also maybe include him there. And yeah, for Brazil, man, I mean, once again, guys, I have to give them a huge congratulations to do this early, not even having played 18 matches. They've qualified with 12. I mean, they basically haven't. The rest of the matches, they don't even have to. It's not even. It's going to be a formality for them, And could Brazil go unbeaten in the qualifiers? That is a question I want you guys to answer in the comment section below. Because if they can, guys, that'll be a massive statement coming into Qatar World Cup. And as I said before, guys, Brazil, they're the most consistent nation that has played in the World Cup. They've qualified for every single World Cup, guys, which is another incredible achievement for Brazil. And once again, guys, I have to give them a round of applause. We have to give them a round of applause for doing this in stunning fashion indeed. And they almost went perfect, man. They almost went perfect with that draw. Colombia on the road, they could have honestly done it perfect. But it is what it is. 34 points is still pretty solid after 12 games. That's nearly perfect indeed. And let's be real, guys. It's a bit difficult to be perfect. It really is. And obviously we know how good Brazil are. So that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the whole Brazil national team and where I stand with them. And yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys check out me and my other platforms listed in the description below. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And also, I want you guys to comment below, how far do you think Brazil will make in the 2022 World Cup? And as well, I have to give massive credit to Tite there for doing a great job of the team. That's it for today, guys.